these individuals, and investigations are currently ongoing. And the president also named Christopher Peters as officer in charge of the agency pending the conclusion of the investigation. So we will talk on these things this afternoon, and we will get your take. We will get a take on them. Also, good news. You remember the Central Bank of Liberia has secured 40 million United States dollars from the World Bank to build the infrastructure capacity of several government entities. Is that not a good news? I guess it is a good news. Because our government infrastructures need to be decent. So that's why the Central Bank of Liberia has taken this bold step to provide 40 million to secure 40 million US dollars from the World Bank to ensure that the infrastructure capacity of several government entities is up to the standards. And the institutions both the National Investment Commission and the Liberia Business Registry, these are two government entities that are being earmarked by the Central Bank of Liberia through this 40 million United States dollars that is currently being secured. So you're listening to the Bumper Show this afternoon. At this point in time, we will take our commercial break. When we come back, we continue the program. Please stay tuned.
1xBet. Hey, sport fans, do you ever feel like an expert in your favorite sports? With 1xBet, you can turn your hobby into income. Everyone can make the correct match forecast and get extra money. Visit 1xbet.com.lr today. Download the app and use promo code LiberiaX to get a 200% bonus up to 45,000 Liberian dollars. Express yourself. You are the expert. Play with 1xBet. Show your experience and win.
Hey, you get the way you can be making your face, you get also.
You boy, I need money quick. I get too much expensive on my head this month and I get.
So like everything I will tell you, tell Momo Loan, man.
Momo Loan? Mobile money get bank now?
No, Momo Loan, like some kind of question loan mobile money can give you. You can borrow up to 20,000 Liberian dollars at a very low interest rate and pay in 7 days, 28 days, or 30 days.
You joking?
So you see for in my face, you can give me your phone, man. Dial star 156*6#.
Oh, it's like Elbc. But how do I pay back?
Let's see when you credit, man. Just dial star 156*6# and select repay loan. Pay the poor money back.
I can credit again tomorrow?
You can borrow back. See your ways.
Whatever you need that little bit of money for, Momo Loan here for you. Dial star 156*6# today and take a loan.
MTN.
1xBet. Hey, sport fans, do you ever feel like an expert in your favorite sports? With 1xBet, you can turn your hobby into income. Everyone can make the correct match forecast and get extra money. Visit 1xbet.com.lr today. Download the app and use promo code LiberiaX to get a 200% bonus up to 45,000 Liberian dollars. Express yourself. You are the expert. Play with 1xBet. Show your experience and win.
We are looking for change makers in Liberia. Someone working really hard to make an impact in education, health, youth and women empowerment, local tech solutions, and community impact and development. Nominate he or she today to become the next Momo Hero of Change. Visit Mr. Cell MTN social media pages or website MrCellMTN/Momo Heroes of Change 2024 to nominate your hero. First winner will receive 2 million Liberian dollars. Second winner, 1 million Liberian dollars. And the third winner, 500,000 Liberian dollars. It's the 2024 Momo Heroes of Change, recognizing Liberia's change makers.
MTN.
Hey! I take it all.
You said what?
Hey! Yeah! I pump it.
What happened? Where your problem?
My man, you talking about the latest landlord in town.
Where 1 year?
I just win one whole big house from the Lone Star Recharge and Pump It promotion.
You say wedding?
2-bedroom house.
Where? I don't believe it.
Yeah, man. People winning motorbike, smartphone, TV, soft drink, data, credit, even mobile money every Friday in the draw.
Recharge and bump it. Simply recharge Lone Star airtime or data by scratch card or mobile money bundle to win credit, data, packs of Coca-Cola, smartphones, TVs, motorbikes, and a big one or brand new 2-bedroom house.
Hello, Lela. Ashege.
I've been trying to call you. The rent money say he sent, and I get.
I've been ready party. I Lela now. I'm paying money again.
Simply recharge Lone Star airtime or data with a scratch card or mobile money bundle to win Baku.
MTN.
Jojo, G. Hey man, what the children here, man? I want for them to come here to put my TV on. I really want to watch my show.
Oh, Ma, I was sleeping. Oh,
I ought to eat. You know what to do. You were sleeping. What? They are sleeping. Can't put my show on, man.
Oh man, the DSTV expired.
Today you telling me no DSTV? The way you tell it, they will get DSTV today. And you telling me that day?
But oh man, you can pay right on your phone. And Uncle Flomo say you money on your mobile money yesterday.
The time where people want to watch their show, the time you can tell me say DSTV finish. Now all you know, people can depend on you for anything. Me, I depend on my mobile money.
Dial *156* phone hash and select pay DSTV bills to stay up to date on all football matches, your favorite TV shows, and Saturday night parties. Hashtag more.
MTN.
1xBet. Hey, sport fans, do you ever feel like an expert in your favorite sports? With 1xBet, you can turn your hobby into income. Everyone can make the correct match forecast and get extra money. Visit 1xbet.com.lr today. Download the app and use promo code LiberiaX to get a 200% bonus up to 45,000 Liberian dollars. Express yourself. You are the expert. Play with 1xBet. Show your experience and win.
Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
My people, you don't hear it? The LRA people, the people then that can collect government taxes, they say that it's time now to pay your real estate tax. Whether you get house or you get land in a city or outside the city, the LRA people say that it's time to pay your tax from now to July 1 this year. The people from the LRA will be in your community to tell you everything you need to know. So look out for them. They will come and teach you everything you need to know about paying your taxes for your properties. Just cooperate when you see them in your community. In your knowing, when you pay tax, all of us can enjoy. When you pay your tax on your land or your house, the government will do plenty far things for all of us. Pay tax, we all enjoy.
You can pay even when you live in uptown. Your real property taxes. Your real property taxes.
I just said let you get it. I said I'm supposed to use Orange Money. Experience our quality financial services. Sending money from Orange Money to Orange Money that are free, including all the transactions you do on Orange Money. They're not taking 1 cent from there. Now, when you go withdraw your money, they will take 1%. I tell you, I say, Orange Money now, who say, so much enjoy it.
Orange Money.
The movie is Fireman. I stayed all night here last night.
What the way take our expenses in this country? The big screaming show. You broke, man.
Don't tell me I didn't hear about that. Incredible new mobile data pack from Orange.
What's that? Another data play? What's so special about it?
Trust me, this one is different. They just the 2,200 megabytes data for $2 for 7 days. Again,
Just $2 for 2,400 megabytes. That sounds all good to be true. Unleash the power. It's a turbo deal. With Orange new data offers, enjoy daily, weekly, and monthly offers from 50 cents to $25. 50 cents gives you 400 megabytes for 24 hours, while $1 gives you 1,500 megabytes for 24 hours. $2 gives you 2,200 megabytes. $5 gives you 6,500 megabytes. $10 gives you 15,000 megabytes, all for 7 days. And for 30 days, enjoy 4,500 megabytes for $5, 11,000 megabytes for $10, and 30,000 megabytes for $25. Data Turbo Pack is here. Data that has more weight. Dial *352# to subscribe. Unleash the power. It's all about what matters to you. Orange.
Fire prevention na everybody business. Fire prevention na everybody business. My people, hello. And I know that the fire thing are happening in our country, in making many homeless and also causing a loss of life and property for our people in Mama Labrador. With that, the Labrador National Fire Service is kind of encouraging us to please do the following at all times before leaving our homes, offices, business institutions, school, religious institutions, and wheresoever place we find ourselves, even or before going to bed at night. The Labrador National Fire Service will remove all our electrical appliances from the wall or extension cord. We must also switch off all our generator before putting in gasoline and feed oil to avoid fire outbreak. We must also keep the matches and the letter away from the children because there are plenty when there is a tunnel or lightning, switch off all our electrical appliances to avoid electrical shock. Finally, the people say when there is a fire in our home, school, offices, or wherever place we find ourselves, we must please get out, stay out, and call for help to avoid the loss of our lives. Never go in for anything. A message from the Labrador National Fire Service, proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia.
I said, chi, my son Teddy right here. You not pay your Elbc bill? Yeah, Mama Labrador, just don't buy my car. You sure? How you buy it? Because send the money, I see you moving from here, sir. But I have to move from my house before I buy car. I use Orange money right on my phone to pay my Elbc bill. Oh, so you can use Orange money now to pay your Elbc bill? I will not leave your transfer until you show me the code right here. My Oma, the Tina ha. If you're using a USD account, just that *144*141#. Or when you're using your AirRD account, that *144*231#. Or better still, you can use the Orange Money app and pay your Elbc bill right on your cell phone. And the good thing is, with Orange Money, you can buy your Elbc token with no service charge. I said, my son Teddy Rap, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to tell all my friends in the market that we can use Orange Money to pay our Elbc bill. Thank you so much. Do it.
99.9 is ELBC Radio. I'd like to welcome you back to the bumper show this afternoon on your radio. Like I told you earlier, we will have a lot of talking points here this afternoon on this presentation because our guests are unable to be here both for 4 and 5 this afternoon. So we will just dive into these developments this afternoon. You heard the report from Sino County where the outgoing LDA boss, that's the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency commander, Elisha Komote, since his time, his assignment in Sino County as head of that agency, he has finally turned over office to the new commander, and not just turning over office. He did not just turn over office. He turned office over to the new DA boss in Sino County with a written communication, a turnover note, including the confiscation of narcotic substances, drugs that he arrested during his tenure as DA boss in Sino County. And the worth of the drugs he presented to his colleague or the new commander is in the tune of 13 million Liberian dollars. 13 million Liberian dollars. That's the worth of narcotic substances the commander presented to the new commander in person of Milton Howell. And at that ceremony, according to our reporter, our correspondent, that turning over ceremony was remarkable indeed. It was a joyous moment for the people of Sino County, for the joint security as well. And the new commander, Milton Howell, was so much appreciative to his predecessor, asking him to keep doing more. Wherever he will be reassigned, he should keep doing more, because the intent of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency is to tackle drugs, the smuggling of narcotic substances in Liberia. That's the intent of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. That's a responsibility they've been clothed with under the security law, apparatus law. That is their area. So the new commander was like commending the outgoing commander, Elisha Komote, appreciating him, telling him that what he's done, if other officers, other commanders would do the same, Liberia will actually fight drugs abuse in this country. Everyone, in fact, at that occasion, he also called on the ordinary people. We call them the ordinary people because they are the local people around the communities, within the communities, that have friends, that have their children. They should be he called upon them to always serve as securities for themselves. Meaning, they should report drugs issues in their communities. It's not about friendship. It shouldn't be on a friendship basis. It should be something done holistically, right? If you see somebody selling drugs in the community and you feel that person is harming the community, is causing danger to the community, no safety in the community anymore, people are chasing after people overnight, bursting into people's homes overnight, and you see people selling drugs in that community that you reside, the best thing you can do for the state, to save the state and to save you and your family and to save your neighbor, is to just contact those responsible. You can even go to your town chief and tell your town chief, Chief, this place we live in is getting dangerous for us. Overnight, we don't see people come here overnight. They're just smoking, doing all sort of things. And at the end of the day, they will steal people things. They will take away people materials. They will hurt each other. They will fight and do all sort of harmful things to each other. When they see peaceful citizens, they will jump on them and take their belongings and all of things because they are in the drugs. No normal man would decide to do such. No normal man with his five senses correct, without his involvement into these bad or unwholesome acts, will get into the street to attack somebody for their telephone, to take somebody money, to take one woman purse from her hand or from her handbag. They got to be in something. That's why they get brave to do that. So you just give your complaint to the chief. Chief, I want you to protect my interests. And that chief should be cognizant of the fact that his life must be safe. And the only way his life will be safe, if people who are taking in these drugs are reported, ghettos, hideouts, I reported to them to take to the relevant authorities, to the police or to the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. That chief should feel that his life is already secured, is saved, because where they're selling the drugs, where they're dealing the drugs, his house is around that place. One day he will go to a village. Upon his return, he will see his house burglarized. And it will be by those guys. So if we report the case to the chief will take the case up to the police, to the LDA people, and they will find a solution to the problem. So you don't need to be afraid to take the case. You don't need to be afraid to report the case. You can take your telephone and just sit somewhere quietly and make a telephone call. But it shouldn't be like if you do the call, when the people come, they will arrest you. Yes, of course, obviously that will be done, but it will not be an arrest that will deter others from giving information to the LDA. It will just be like serving, for you to serve as a gateway to where they are selling the drugs. It's not that they come and handcuff you, but you have, because you are already raised the alarm. You have made the public to know that something bad is happening somewhere. So the commander was speaking in this term, in this manner, that people within those communities in Sino County, owing to the fact that with this amount of drugs, it's a huge quantity. 13 million Liberian dollars is not a small money. If you convert that money to the United States dollars, you know where we're heading. So the commander has been arresting those drugs, packaging them, keeping them for onward delivery to the new commander or to the county commander or whoever, to the state security, to the rest of the joint security members. I know for burning purpose. So prior to this person coming to take over the office now in Sino as new DA boss, he saw it expedient to present this amount of drugs. The worth of this drug is 30 million Liberian dollars. So the new commander said, but then I think I can step upon this and do more, because I've been working, I've been doing similar things to other places. So now if I have come here and my predecessor has given me this green light, meaning he has been working over time. So I need to beef up the efforts as well. I need to do more. He committed himself to help the people of Sando County, to make Sando County a drugs-free environment, which is something good. And this is has up to all of the commanders of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agencies, even the Liberia National Police, the Community Watch Forum. This is a wake-up call to every one of you. This is a wake-up call to every one of you. There is need to beef up the process. One person cannot fight drugs. It is a holistic approach. It is a general fight. The market woman in our village can fight drugs. The carpenter right there can fight drugs. The pimping rider, you can fight drugs. The moment you notice somebody doing something ugly like that, you don't waste time with it. You report the case. You report the case. When you report the case, you will be protected by the state security. All they need is to have those people who are selling the drugs there arrested, turned over for investigation, for on-war court proceedings. Because our state needs to be clean. Our state needs to be clean. We were established on a Christian principle. Why are we getting into these unwholesome behaviors as Liberians? And not just Liberians, other people from different countries are bringing in these drugs. They are passing through the borders. The borders need to be protected. We need a serious border surveillance team. We need a strong surveillance team along the borders to track down those drug dealers that are coming to destroy our country. We don't need to take that lightly. Every day that breaks, I pray to God Almighty to expose the drugs dealers, to expose them. And when they are exposed, they should be apprehended. They should be dealt with according to the laws of Liberia. No compromise. No brothership, no sistership. That my mother there, no. That my father, no. Nobody going to damage the upcoming generation. Look at the current generation, how they are going about. You see them moving, talking to themselves. Somebody walking, knocking their foot on the ground. You hear this sound like one front hand loader that is digging a soil. The other guy, like I said, he was moving. He was coming towards me, and I look at it. When I lifted my head, he was already to me. Almost butt me in the head because he was abnormal. He took something that is not good for his health. We need to fight this thing together. We need to fight this thing together, family. Family of Liberia, we are one family. Whether you come from different country, you are here. You are being protected under the laws of Liberia. You are being protected under the laws of Liberia. Report drugs instances. The security people will protect you and they will bring down those ghettos around your communities. Call them. They will come over. All we can pray for is for the security, for the joint security, for them to be supported through the national budget hugely, because it will give them the courage, it will give them the hope, it will give them that zest that they can do more to save the state from drugs consumption. So yes, let us hold together. When we hold together, we can fight together and we can succeed together. Nobody is going to overcome us. No one foreign national will come from somewhere and just come and mess and build that web over our country to destroy the lives of the young people. Even not just the young people taking the drugs, older people are taking the drugs. You see some of the older people taking the drugs. You see that even the way the young people walking, that's how some of the older people walking in the streets, because they are taking in these narcotic substances. We don't need to take this thing lightly, family. Liberians, we don't need to take this lightly. We can fight this thing together with a pure mindset, not to keep it to ourselves. When I observe that drugs are somewhere, I will make sure I report to the police. I report to the police because I need to be safe. 2 years ago, I was on my way coming to work, and I saw some of those guys. And that morning, I was like walking to come on the road around complex to get on vehicle to come to work. To get on back to come to work. Yeah, the official car didn't go that morning. Went somewhere uptown for the other workers. So I just wanted to pick the time. Around 4:30 in the morning, walking from my house, those guys, 4 guys jumped on me. They took my 2 telephones. My computer was the one that we were wrestling over. Only my computer left with me. Can you imagine we living in a state like this? Then people bringing in the drugs, selling the drugs, then we can report them. Then our brothers and sisters taking them. Our fathers as well taking it. Even some of our mothers are taking the drugs. Have you not seen some older women smoking, taking in bad substances? We need to stop these kinds of acts. They are paralyzing the society for the upcoming generation. We can make a difference together. I want you to be fair to yourself, to report the case like this officer, this commander from Sino has done. It's a break of a down. It's a break of a nail down in the fight against drugs. For police, for an LDA commander to turn over drugs to his successor, somebody who is succeeding him in this tune, $13 million Liberian dollars. Other commanders across the country can do the same. Even the police can do the same. We will help to save the state. This state will be safe. Okay, Liberians, we will have time to interact with you on these talking points this afternoon. Let's talk about the president's time in South Korea. The president met with several persons prior to the opening of the summit yesterday. He met with Kenyan president, he met with the president of South Korea, met with other business tycoons, met with people who are in attendance at that summit. And several talks have been channeled on behalf of Liberia. Just the latest, the president channeled the increase of interstate collaboration to strengthen global access to food and mineral security. The Liberian leader, he says it is good that they work together, all the states work together collectively to channel one action, and that action is to support all of the governments, the civil society groupings, and their foreign partners to stop or to confront, to fight against some of the challenges that are hindering food security. We have the fertile soil, food security. Food security is not just about you producing food and you're not maintaining it. We're not storing it, right? It's also including roads. How better are our roads across the nation? Are our roads improved for us to move on those roads with our farm produce to the marketplaces? Do we have the storage facility to improve on the agriculture sector in our terrain? So that's what the president stressed about food security. He said that can only be improved if they, as leaders, work together collectively. Good talk, good decision, good statement from his president, from the president. And to strengthen the food and mineral security is cardinal indeed. We have natural resources. We have gold, we have iron ore, we have diamond. We have several things that we can better this country with. Several things like other countries are doing. But the security aspect is lacking. People come in and just mine and go, take our resources. The president has seen the need that this should be the end of such action by miners. People come to our waters, they pollute our waters with their dredges. They kill our feces, our species. The species are destroyed, the fishes in the waters. Our water bodies are being destroyed, polluted. They put their machines in those waters. In the name of mining, in the name of taking minerals, they kill our water animals. They drive them away from the terrain, from the zone that we should have access to at any time. They go distant places, they cross to other countries because the water is polluted. The president is saying we need security for the mining sector. We need security for our mineral sector. When security is tight, people coming to mine will live up to the mandate of a mining development agreement. They will not change it around. So yes, of course, these are good things. Agriculture is important for us. It's important for us. We eat rice every time. You eat bread and sardine this morning. If you don't eat a spoon of rice, you are not eating anything. So we need to get involved. All of these things are being said by the president. But what's about us, the Liberian people? You that made the president. You should get on your feet as well and pray for these actions to meet up with the actual implementation. They should be implemented to the fullest. And the full implementation can be done through your prayers with the nation, through your prayers for the president. Let us help to build this country together. You are also aware that the president, why in South Korea there was a rigmarole, disturbance at the headquarters, at the agency, at the grounds of the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency on the 3rd of June. That was a Monday, when the Deputy Director General, that's the Deputy Director General for Operations, and that of the Director General himself, Abraham Kumar, they got in a scuffle. Serious noise was on the grounds. And the president felt embarrassed with such thing happening behind him. After he's gone to lobby on behalf of Liberia, to represent Liberia adequately to that summit in Korea, hearing such thing at his back made him to take his decision as head of state by suspending Colonel Kroma and two of his deputies, Bauko and Hassan Fadiga. The president said, I'm suspending you people without pay for the noise, for the disturbance you carry on. Yes, this is a decision, I know. Liberians are happy off. Instead of the state being noisy, the president has to quiet the state because the agency at the LDA or the LDA, the noise there at the time could have brought serious state threat, serious threat to the state. Having officers who are carrying firearms, having a scuffle among themselves. It worries any state. It worries anybody who resides in that terrain. So the president said, well, and people, their security matters a lot. Let me put halt to these people. Let them go and sit down until the investigations are conducted. Who's right, who's wrong, or even if somebody is right. The level in which they went, I don't think it was prudent enough for a state security officer to even go that level. Then what more about the ordinary people, those people who we consider the disadvantaged youth? If you can do that, don't you think you will be fueling them to do similar thing and do more than what you did at the head agency of the LDA? The president took the decision. So why they are being suspended without their salaries? They will not take pay. The president said they will not take pay. So they will not take pay until the investigations are done. So the time is suspending them for, they will be sitting down while investigations are going, and security watch will be on them. They'll be watching them vis-a-vis. While they are away, the president, in his wisdom, said, Christopher Peters is one officer who is trained as well. So he gave him the mantle of authority to take over the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. So Christopher Peters is now the new officer in charge while the other people are away. Colonel Kroma and his two deputies, while they are away on ongoing their investigations, they are suspended with immediate effect. So good decision, I know. Liberians are happy off because the noise, the calls were coming from different places, even on the social media. Oh, the president is away. Why should people do this? Why his officials should do this? The president said, okay, I'm coming for them. Since I came to look for it for the country, then they're doing that behind me. I think this will be the best decision to take, to get them off the hook. Let them go and sit down until we investigate, until the people responsible for investigation investigate them thoroughly. When they are liable, they will be dealt with according to the laws of Liberia. Nobody is exempted from the law of this nation, no matter your status in society. So Liberians were calling all over on radio stations, on the social media. Oh, the president needs to step in. You need to step in. You need to step in. The president said, I will step in. I'm coming. So the president has stepped in. Good decision. Liberians, this morning I was monitoring several local media outlets, several commendations on the president for taking such a decision. Now, let's look at this issue with the Central Bank of Liberia. This is our serious financial hub of this country. A serious financial hub, the first most serious financial hub of this nation. The
What do you do me? I don't know. Oh my God, oh, I'm in love.
Try use my glass over my love. I know I lie, but I'm in love. I will never leave you. Whoa, whoa, no, 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 no. I know say the thing that my fault, but baby, please speak my cause. Many, many things I want to talk. Oh, my baby, tell me something I want to hear. Don't let me promise I could change for you, for you. My sweet darling, I must say I do like money, but my love sweet pass on me. Draw me, back on me. Gently talk to me. Don't give up on me, my baby. I'm in love, I'm in love. Oh, direct me. Teach me what you need. Don't give up on me, my baby. I'm in love, I'm in love.
I'm gonna call you, no, no. What do you do me? I don't know. Oh my God, oh, I'm in love. Oh, no, no. I'm gonna call you, no, no. What do you do me? I don't know. Oh my God, oh, I'm in love.
This is an avenue way. Show me if this love is real. Hope I'm not blind, never fear. So, baby, this is how I feel.
As to what actually led to his arrest by the police?
Sure, Marine, Reverend Emmanuel Nimne was arrested based upon complaints filed by some citizens complaining that he took them of their money under the pretense of traveling to Australia. So we're talking about 90 persons that about $970 United States dollars was taken from, and out of the 90 persons, he admitted to 80. So as I speak, he has been forwarded to court today, but because they have some persons that they needed to investigate in connection today, so he will be forwarded to court tomorrow.